Finally. After 2 years of abstinence and cost of that shitty ass virus corona and a very thin one-day version with a fuck ton of restrictions and no headbanging area allowed the last year, finally it's back. 3 days full throttle and a bottle of Rostocker Pills or good old meat, we nodded our heads to the dark sounds of music this year in Bart on the so-called Freilichtbühne. Ja, freilich. Fresse. The Barter Metal Open Air is a festival located in the north of Germany. In Bart. Well, thanks, Captain Obvious. We suffered. We waited. We prayed. At least a few of us that had no intention of setting our local faith institution on fire. And our prayers were heard. But then, a bad flavor was about to rise up that already very fractured throat of hope. We had to follow another shitload of rules due to our worldwide pandemic situation. No gigantic tents, no big group, private local tent table thing parties, limited area of movement, what means that the inhabitants of Bart weren't allowed to take a step into the woods where the festival was taking place, although it's usually an open park. And the biggest pain in the butt for every crewmate, the permanent controls of the public order office to watch if everything goes as it has to be. The reason why I don't have to explain one more time. And as soon as we're done with the annoying and the least popular part, now to the festival itself and the bands and my personal highlights. And sorry, a few pictures I want to show here aren't in the best quality because low light conditions, but I think it should be fine just to deliver good feelings and a positive attitude. Oh, here! That's the boss of all that, Heiko. He won't hear you, but can we just applaud right now for what he and his crew had to do to get all this running? Just respect for that. We love you. Here we go. Doesn't that look cute? It is exactly the picture of a tent from metalheads with a good taste of living. That here is a place to be. The camping ground. One of 2 places where my fellow metal brothers and sisters went to sleep when it's over for the day with headbanging. Or they use it as a sobering up cell. And I think a lot of them needed it for that purpose. Directly on the first day, and I totally understand, many of the people got wasted. Outside on a camping ground they also had some toilets which are totally worth being mentioned separately, and some snacks. Filled bread, sausages, waffles, ice cream, quark balls, and the most important thing for the sleepy ones, coffee. Everything that has to do with alcohol was existing right in the reach of the people that are in front of the stage. And so it came that the transportation process of beer was a complete independent event at the BMOA. Guess they applauded for delivering the beer. All eyes on him. Let's come to the bands and my highlights, and only one big lowlight. It is traditional that the first band to play is confronted with some technical problems. Iron Kindlepest, a black metal beer metal band from Berlin, took a jump in poo on the first day, the Thursday. The cause of not working monitors and the inability to hear themselves while playing left them in a completely miserable position. On the one hand, they wanted to make good music, but they mainly blamed their failure on the technicians. I know sounds good, should be professional, because it's their profession. But in the end, they're all humans too, right? And here they are. My list of the favorites, my personal highlights. But no one should be left unmentioned, so for that in the end of this part I want to say something about the others too. Thorondir. Absolutely amazing pagan metal was presented to us on Friday. The day where the most of the audience was probably busy sleeping in aberration. But surprisingly the headbang area was quite filled. Their musical style was something I love. And so, they probably get added to one of my Spotify playlists. Soulgrinder. Is this still death metal? I mean, yes, everything was quite normal, but they had a breakdown. Look. That was a snippet from their song The Sun and the Serpent, and yes, they got added to my Brutality playlist. Nornir. Black metal. It's just black metal. You can't tell it's German, it sounds so Scandinavian. It's good. Okay, I stop pretending like I don't love it. I know, satanic, anti-Christian, blah blah blah, but bangity boop boop dang, they got that sound. And also a bit of northern mythology. Okay, now it has me completely. And these two female singers are awesome. And their aggressive style had me falling in love with this band on first sight. I love them. Silent Ledges in Terrarma. Saturday, first band, 2 men. Nothing more, nothing less, but damn, they got power. And a crazy looking guitar that pretends being a bass from time to time. To be honest, I'm quite a modern metal, metalcore, German partycore, deathcore guy. But I fucking love black metal again. Finsterforst. Oh fucking yeah. One of the bigger bands. If you're a metalhead, you've probably heard of them already. The songs they play are far beyond radio length, but just listen to them. Headbanging is a law now. They crawl into your head with one or the other catchy record. On Saturday, they were the first band to play 1 complete hour, just like all the following bands. Also gets a place in my heart and my head, and maybe in one of my playlists. Black Messiah. I saw them once before already, but this time, this was another world. If you like singing about Söldnerschweine or Vor den Toren Valhalls, you're at the wrong house number this year. With 1 or 2 exceptions, they completely toured the first 2 albums they released. The first, Scepter of Black Knowledge from 1998, and the second one, Oath of a Warrior from 2005. It was different, but damn, they have power. And H. I would dare saying they're like Slayer, but better. The combination of black and pagan metal is just a relaxance for your ears. 1 hour just flew away. Can't believe it's over already. And everything was closed with the following wise words. Ice. Black metal, but it's atmospheric black metal, and it's completely awesome. Enjoyment for the whole body, and you can totally headbang to this one, but sometimes it feels like waving your hair slowly in the winds of the sea. They got very good placed atmospherics, melodics, and they are also themed maritime here and there. Just listen to the album Galera. This was one awesome hour of good German black metal. But as I said, no one should be left unmentioned. So here are the rest of the list. Totenlegion, Jarl, Mahes, Verheerer, Surastru, Saxorior, Groza, Purnama, Trudvangar, Wolfchant, also an absolute banger for the folk metal fans out there. Totenwache, Enisum, Ziegenhorn, Halpas, Sarkrista, Thou Shell of Death, similar to Ice but even more extreme in the atmospheric way. It's called Majestic Atmospheric Black Metal. What a name! And there we have it. It was a lot of fun finally being able to party again. And also meeting old friends and seeing known faces was a pleasure. That was it. Again, a big shout out to Heiko and the whole crew that helped to get this year's open air running. It was an absolute blast being there again for fully 3 days of metal. Metal? And yeah, did I mention metal? Also, thanks for all you out there watching my videos. Nice to see how many people have been subscribing already to this channel. The next video will probably be about cards and magic again, so this one is going to be in German. But it's also fun to have the opportunity to reach more people out there waiting for another channel that they can discover. So I'll see you in the next video, keep healthy and stay tuned for more metal, music and more. Bye! Flop.